opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 120! Check 53, Mike! Get ready! Ram! Check 43! Check! What's that?
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Yo. Check 37.
Here's Elliott. 7 yards there and a first down. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36. Let's go. Great. Kill. Done.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Gibson.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Begin. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
50 real. Pac-Man. 180! Get that ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. Now Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Shotgun now for Wentz. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 25 yards that time.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, This is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Watch out. Check.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike, go. 1, 6, 3. Check 15. Go ahead.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Hey, go. 90.
Here's Hines. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by James.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw, it's Wentz. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nigel Bradham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Let's put him on the punches. Let's put that team on the punch.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Complete to Jason Witten. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First down, Dallas.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 6-0 our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Elliott, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Elliott, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 82, 82. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, check, 59.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. With it is Jackson. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Let's go, defense.
Luck on 1st down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This is Hines. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Let's go, Mexico. 11-3.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Go. 120. All day. All day. Sunday. 58, right? Hey, Alpha. Right, 58, right there. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing now is Wentz. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. Here's Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Let's go. You tighten up.
On 1st down, Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
57. 53.
Now Wentz, letting one fly deep for Cook. And got his man complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Throwing is Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in a low-scoring affair. 6-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 47. They run with Hines. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. They run again with Hines. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 38.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's first and 10 at the 14. Now it's Hines. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Nyheim Hines hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Wentz going to throw. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24. Here's Wentz to throw. And this one complete to Witten over the middle.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Let's go. Hey, we got number 53. Hey, Delta. You don't see me in your night.
To throw is Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Naeem Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 9, Wentz, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Wentz now to throw. Completes it to Jason Witten. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 5 now. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Check out. 675. Hey, check.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Wentz now on first down. Dancing away at the 30. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Throwing again on second down. Wentz. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
I'm coming for you. You
Again, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete here. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hey, box truck. Mike, check.
Now Wentz again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. On first and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30, 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Wentz now on first down. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Pierre Desir. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Eagles on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Locke. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's taken on the 25. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were buoyed, Charles,